Hello! Today we have transformed the classic cheese pastry made by our mothers into a 100% diabetes-friendly version for you. One piece contains only 1.4 grams of net carbohydrates. First, we combine the dry ingredients in a bowl. We take 60 grams of finely ground Okara flour into a bowl. You can find the Okara flour preparation link at the top of the screen or in the description. We add 30 grams of ground flaxseed and 10 grams of psyllium powder. These are our fiber and satiety trio. Then we add 1 packet, which is 10 grams of baking powder, half a teaspoon, which is 2 grams of salt, and Mahleb, which gives that wonderful aroma to the pastry. 2 level teaspoons are enough. We mix everything thoroughly with a whisk. No lumps, it should be homogeneous. Gluten-free dough is a bit delicate. It likes attention. Now, in another bowl, we combine the wet ingredients. We add 25 grams of melted butter that has cooled to a warm temperature. If you prefer, you can use 35 grams of olive oil instead of butter. Then we add 60 grams of yogurt. By the way, the yogurt should be thick, not watery. We add 1 egg to the mixture. Then we add 6 grams, which is 1 teaspoon of vinegar. We pour in 60 milliliters, which is 1/3 cup of water. Now we whisk the wet mixture well until it reaches a creamy consistency. We pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture. Using a spatula, we knead it for about 1 minute, first from bottom to top, then from the edges toward the center. Then we let it rest for 15 minutes. In the meantime, let's turn on the oven so it can preheat. We set it to top and bottom heat at 180 degrees Celsius. After 15 minutes, the dough has come together. Let's lightly oil our hands, shape the dough into a roll, and then divide this roll into 6 equal pieces. We press these pieces with our hands or use a lightly oiled rolling pin to shape them into circles. Then we place the filling made of cheese and parsley inside. After that, we close them by bringing the edges together. We place these pastries onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Finally, we brush egg yolk on top and sprinkle black cumin seeds. Our 6 pastries, friendly to you and your diabetes, are ready to go into the oven. Our pastries will bake in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. The tops will turn nicely golden brown. When the time is up, our pastries are ready to eat. Enjoy your meal. Now let's compare this fiber-rich and very low-carbohydrate pastry with a classic cheese pastry to understand why this recipe exists. Our one diabetic-friendly pastry contains 1.4 grams of net carbohydrates. In a classic pastry, this value is very high, around 30 grams. So what does such a difference in glycemic values change in the body? A diet with a high glycemic effect puts the most strain on the pancreas, and over time, it also creates additional load on the liver, blood vessels, and the heart. Let's take a look at a 6-hour glycemic effect graph. As you can see in red, even when you eat just one classic pastry, your body almost goes into overtime. You start fighting against the increased metabolic impact. But our diabetic pastry shown in yellow has a barely noticeable effect on blood sugar. It is there, but its impact is almost negligible. As diabetic chefs, today we have brought pastry back into the diabetic kitchen. Next week, we will take you on a new journey that is both 100% diabetes-friendly and delicious. Don't forget to like our video, leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, and follow us. See you next time, goodbye, and stay healthy.